Are you? It is Linda Joy coming to you for Magical Mondays. Happy Monday. And today we have Mars retrograde. So what does that mean? I'll go over that. I'll also do a card reading for the collective. And if you have any questions, please pop it in the chat and I'll also choose a card for you. I've got my decks here. And how are you? So those who are in Brisbane or southeast Queensland, we are having absolutely sensational weather here. I was at the beach yesterday and got lots of sun. It's you see the areas. I haven't been out in the sun for a while, and so you see the areas where you've missed putting sunscreen on. Luckily, I've got very resilient skin and it turns the right color. So anyway, happy Monday and thanks for being here, and thanks to those who are watching, and also let me know if you watch the replay and just put hashtag replay in the comments. So what I'm going to do is choose a card for today. And before I do, I just briefly we'll talk about Mars retrograde and what that means. And so Mars is one of those planets that is all about pushing and driving. It's quite forceful. And what this means is it can bring up a lot of anger, rage. And so if you're feeling quite bad-tempered or talking to other people who are bad-tempered, angry, they're affected by the Mars retrograde. And so that started yesterday. But with any retrogrades, there's always a few days, before, a few days after, there's that shadow area. And I mean, myself, on Friday, I had this man who was just basically, abusing. He was projecting his anger onto me, and luckily I nipped it in the bud and just went, no, time out. This is your stuff. And but he was on this rampage of just projecting his anger. So if that is happening to you, just recognize that A, it's Mercury retrograde. Also B, recognize what is your stuff and what is other people's stuff. And it's about taking responsibility for just our own stuff, right? We're all doing our inner work. We're all in this playground together and moving. Ebbs and flows, with the energies, and each moment is an opportunity for you to really tune into how are you feeling? And this is what I talk about in the 5-day discovery, is tuning into your body, feeling that emotion, whatever that emotion is. Because remember, any emotion is just energy in motion, and then asking it specifically, what's the message? Does it have a color? Does it have a shape? What shape is it? What is the message? So in regards to anger, and we all, it doesn't, no one's perfect, okay? We're all doing the, oops, hang on, Facebook just paused. It took me a little bit to get onto Facebook, and I had to restart my phone. So it seems to be working. Anyway, let me choose a card for today, being the 31st of October, and it's Halloween. So if you are celebrating Halloween or you had a party on the weekend, let me know. I hope it was fun. In Australia, Halloween is kind of one of those things we're not big into, but the American influence has definitely influenced us here. And you know, some kids go around there trick-or-treating, whereas when I lived in America, Halloween was a big thing. And whereas it's, yeah, kind of dominoes across to Australia where we're following that suit. Okay, let me just feel into the card for today. Okay, so this is the card. Beautiful. These are the Sacred Light Oracles, and it is the Crystal Kingdom. Slowing down materialism and psychic debris. Ooh, that sounds very interesting. So let me share. So our Earth Mother is a constant state of creation. Crystalline structures are found all over the planet from small pockets. You know what? I'm going to, I've never wore glasses before, and these are like magnifiers, though they're a little bit on the strong. So I'm kind of in between. Don't really need glasses, but this magnifies it. And this writing is small, like, look how small it is. It's tiny. So I'm going to put these glasses on. Okay. Small pockets in bedrock to underground cave systems that once entered seem like an endless fortress. Their growth is a constant evolution, continually servicing the planet with their transmuting and energetic presence. Volcanic eruptions create the environmental cleanser and purification stone black obsidian, which easily clears negativity. It is only fitting that Mother Earth produces her own environmental cleanser on such a grand scale, demanding respect during this process. Earth Mother Gaia is never in a rush to complete a process. There is always an earthly system that followed in a divine order to achieve an earthly cycle and equilibrium. Without the interruption of man, Gaia's beauty can be witnessed through pristine waters as nature thrives in harmonic balance. But like the volcano ready to erupt with molten hot lava, emotions are bubbling to the surface. Interesting. Strong and resilient, ascended Master Gaia recognizes the lack of personal harmony, rushing to complete plans or becoming anxious or impatient that your dreams or visions aren't happening fast enough will only force errors or mistakes as you try to achieve them. Just like the crystal growing and forming beneath the surface with divine plan, you must devise your own plan and move forward with action. So release the expectation of perfection. A flower will still bloom in a balanced environment. Wow, well, that just follows on exactly what I was just talking about. So the affirmation is, I choose my words with careful consideration and I speak with kindness. So the fact that Mercury is retrograde, and also there's several other planets that are retrograde, like Uranus and Neptune, and so what this card is basically saying is, even Mother Earth is doing, you know, like volcanoes, these eruptions. So anything that's out of balance on the Earth, it comes to the surface and it erupts. And that's energetically what's happened with individuals when they have these outbursts and projections of anger. It's like they're erupting their, I was going to say toxicity, but again, it's just energy. Okay, and so see it as that. And the Earth is also going through a lot of changes and to and it will be that November is going to be intense. I talked about this last week, and yeah, the energy is really intense. Remember, we're in Scorpio. Scorpio is very fierce, very like that sting that the Scorpio. So check in your birth chart where Scorpio is in your birth chart. Also, every October, okay, Facebook keeps dropping out, so there's some connection issues there, though I am still live on Zoom as well as YouTube. And okay, so that force that I was talking about, that's all Mars energy, okay? And what's happening on the planet right now is all this energy is bubbling up to the surface, and it's quite volatile. It's very intense. Everyone's feeling it, though, and it's what I keep saying is just keep centered and grounded. And we do this in our meditation. So if you'd like more information on my meditations, or there's a lot of recordings on my YouTube, so check those out. And keep shining your light, because the darkness that's happening on the planet, if you shine light on it, it's going to lift up the energy vibration. Okay, and that's what we're all experiencing right now with this transformation that we're all going through, and to transmute the darkness, because we live in this dual reality, so there has to be the light and the dark. Just keep focusing on the light. That'll lift up your energy vibration. That will also help you just get through these intense times, and also be aware of people around you and their reactions and what's happening energetically, because people may say or do things and it's like, wow, where'd that come from? Okay. And even in our actual bodies, I know that I was seeing this acupuncture friend, and for some reason she's got a bee in her bonnet, and it's like I have no idea what she's upset about, but that's just where she's at. So just send lots of love and compassion to people, and just be gentle with yourself during this time and for the rest of the month, okay, because we are in Scorpio. So, and yeah, and check out your birth chart. You can do a free download, astro.com, and get a free birth chart and check it out, and there's some descriptions. Otherwise, you can have a full reading. It takes a lot of time to, prepare it all and look at where all the planets are and map it all out. So let me know if you are interested in having an actual astrology reading with your birth chart. Okay. I'm going to choose another card from the Ascended Masters. And if you saw my live yesterday, I was up on the Sunshine Coast, and the water was absolutely divine. It was crystal clear. I was swimming. It was such a beautiful temperature. It's about 30 degrees on the beach, and sensational. So the ocean for me is my happy place, because in my birth chart I actually have 8 planets all in water. So that being near the beach, in water, whatever kind of water, even a bathtub, or a swimming pool, that's my happy place. So, and I love being at the water. Okay, so I just chose card, Serapis Bay. This is all about ascension. Very powerful. He is an amazing being. So the message is moving to your true self and rise above the darkness. The light is here. That's what we're just talking about. I love this. Okay, there's a confirmation. Rise above the darkness, because and just keep bringing in the light, and trust that we're all moving towards the light. Okay, let me share the actual extended message. The stars cannot shine without darkness. You may experience a low state of being, trauma, or depression, but this is a new beginnings. Become aware of growth. There is always room for improvement. There's also a sense of presentation now. You may be receiving documentation or certification to acknowledge your growth or experience. It's important to cherish the time and to realize that without the challenges or obstacles you have faced, you wouldn't be as strong, powerful, or focused as you are today. You are ascending personally and spiritually at this time, and the universe is here to support you. So we've all had challenges, we've all had significant emotional events and trauma, and that's what makes us stronger, okay? When you look at the positive learnings from those events and keep moving forward. Facebook's dropped out again. Let me know on Facebook if you can hear me, because the connection keeps dropping out. And so apologies for that. And really take time out to listen to your guides, your guardians, and your ascended masters. They're all the light beings are around you. So listen to them and listen to their guidance. Listen to your inner guidance. And so the Serapis Bay is the light keeper in charge of ascension. And that's what we're all moving towards, is ascension. We're all moving from the 3D to the 4D to the 5D and 6D. So it's a really exciting time, rapid transformation. And if you're on that road, things are really shifting. If you're struggling with any area of your life, reach out for help. If you are struggling, don't struggle by yourself. Reach out for help. And I've got an itchy nose. And just be aware of what is going on personally for you and in your body, and tune into that. And so reach out to a practitioner or a therapist, or, myself. I do a lot of energy work, a lot of healing, body work, and this is what I do for clients, is I pick up where the blocks are that's in the physical body, but also in the energy field, and we clear it. So then that just helps to accelerate clients to move forward and make those clear choices and decisions on their next steps. And they are just, their whole energy vibration is just lifted. They feel lighter, and that's what will help with them moving forward, as well as manifestation and just clearing the energy that was maybe stuck. And sometimes that's where, we can do so much by ourselves, but sometimes it's important to reach out to other practitioners for help, and whatever modality calls you. Okay, so ascension means rising up. It means us, of the story of Christ being resurrected after death. This means that Serapis Bay can guide us from the lower states of being back to the light. His energy is almost like that of a phoenix. giving us the support to move out of our own hell or darkness into a space that supports our growth. So I talked about this back in April about the phoenix rising, okay, and that's what the energy was. We are all stepping into our power. We're all just feeling that energy and that strength and the courage. That's what this year is all about, is strength and courage to rise up above the darkness. And look what's happened on the planet, and especially, you know, after the lockdowns and all these mandates and the restrictions, all that is lifting because people are going, no more. No more. We are not playing that game anymore. And there was, anyway, I just caught myself from going down a rabbit hole, though. I have my views on this, and with the whole mandate stuff, though, I have to be careful what I actually say online. So if you've got any questions or you want to talk about that privately, happy to do that. And thanks for watching, everyone. And how are you feeling? What's coming up for you? And being the 31st of October, Halloween, 1st of November tomorrow. And okay, I'm just going to choose another card for today. It's a bit quiet today. And those on YouTube, if you have a question, pop it into the comments. And those on Facebook, if you would like a card reading, let me know. And I'll just choose a card from the mystical journey. So this is all about embracing your true path. Beautiful. And the card is, check this out, awakening. Awakening. Absolutely beautiful. See how these three cards, they all follow on from each other. So the powerful image on this card depicts an awakening and represents breaking free from the cage of outdated ideas and old patterns that no longer serve you. And we were just talking about, you know, the breaking out of those old, you know, the restrictions and the mandates and the things that were put on us a couple of years ago. We're breaking out of that and we're going, no. So this is your rock bottom, the dark night of the soul, in which you realize the way you are living your life is no longer working for you. You have overcome a great struggle and found a new and better way to live. As with the legend of the phoenix rising from the ashes, you too shall be reborn into a new chapter of your life. You understand that you do not have to go through anguish or battles to evolve, and you become aware that when you follow your greatest truth and honor yourself, life starts to get easier. What is your deepest truth? What do you want or need in your life that you are ignoring and diminishing to please others? So that's a question, and if you want to write that down. And do you feel unappreciated or unloved? Or are you allowing others to treat you badly? Get quiet and really explore why you feel this way. Every unhappy event in your life is a gift, as it gives you the opportunity to recognize ways in which you are not honoring yourself. This resurrection brings its own rewards for The more you have suffered and overcome, the more trapped energy you clear and release. So this is a mantra that you can repeat, okay? When I realize my innermost truth and act upon it, I heal myself and others. So can you see that this card, even though these are 3 different cards from 3 different decks, they all have the same message. And everything that I've just been talking about, it's like the phoenix is rising, mentioned it there as well. And we are, if you're feeling like you're at rock bottom, if you're feeling like, you know, the dark night of the soul, and I've been there, I've been in the pit, you know, suicidal, depressed, and so I have love and compassion and empathy for those that are stuck there. Though through the work I do, it's like I empower people if they choose, and it's like, here's my hand, I'll help you out, and I'll teach you the tools in order to lift yourself up. And no therapist or practitioner should go and actually sit in the pit with the person. So be aware of that, and just check in. Where are you at on this journey, and what's coming up for you, and if you are struggling, well, that's an indication that something in your life requires to release and let go. We've got the full moon, which is a lunar eclipse next week on November the 8th. So that's a really powerful time to let go. And I'll talk about more of that next Monday. So this week, just be aware of what's coming up for you. Be aware that Mercury is retrograde, and what that means is a lot of anger or mood swings, a lot of rage, bad tempers, either feeling that within yourself or you're noticing it in others. And also really stand strong if you do come across that energy, and transmute it, send the person lots of love and compassion, okay, because we're all in this together, and just recognize what's your stuff and what's other people. Okay, my loves, sending you many blessings, much love for this week, and I look forward to seeing you next Monday. Same time, same Facebook, as well as Zoom and YouTube. And any questions in the meantime, let me know. And sending you much love. Have a wonderful week. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye for now.